Welcome to Brews Corner. This is the segment of Brews Corner called Brews on Fire. And today we are talking about what happens if we stop respecting our traditional values and lose our identity. What happens if we stop respecting our traditional values and lose our identity? When people start feeling unappreciated, they start losing a sense of themselves and they lose their identity somewhat. And I'm going to talk about this in regards to the United States of America, and mainly our number one tradition is respecting the United States of America flag. It stands for many things, but one of the main things that it stands for is liberty, what our military had to fight for and is protecting today. And what we do when we do the Star-Spangled Banner and we stand up for the American national anthem and put our hand over our heart, we are showing respect and honoring those troops that have fought for our liberties. So let's look at that, our liberties. We have professional athletes making millions and millions of dollars, kneeling when the national anthem is being played. Now, organizations are backpedaling and saying this is okay. Very disappointed in the NFL and Roger Goodell for backpedaling on this issue. There is a stage for all Americans, all athletes to propose their case, to make a stand. When it comes to professional sports, recreational sports, any kind of sports, that's a way for people to get away, release, enjoy, celebrate the liberties that have been fought for. But yet we have athletes that feel that they need to kneel, making millions of dollars, military, going overseas to protect those liberties, to protect you to play the sport you love, to make your millions. What about those families? What about those militaries that have lost loved ones that are fighting for that flag, fighting for that old red, white, and blue? We're looking at this issue in a way that's dividing the country. One side is saying, you kneel, you're disrespecting the flag. You kneel, you're saying, you know what? Marginalized lives, people who are marginalized, people of color, Black Americans are not receiving the equality they deserve. Regarding police brutality, we have a systemic issue in police departments. We are making it a huge issue, calling it race. One of our traditional values is being the melting pot of the world. The United States is the melting pot of the world. We accept everyone of all races, all ethnicities. And we're fighting amongst each other, and we shouldn't be. The people have control over this. Professional athletes, what if we stopped going to games and watching you play and spending our money, spending our hard-earned money that we earn to feed our families, but yet we want to still be entertained and go watch you play and earn your millions? What if we stopped showing up? What if we stopped watching it? What if our nurses during this pandemic said, the heck with this, we're not being treated equally, we're not being treated right by risking our lives every day. Hospitals aren't being funded. Throw in the towel. No more nurses. The military says we're not appreciated. Again, back to losing a sense of identity is when you're unappreciated. When you are not appreciated, what if the military just said, just drop all arms, let's just not even join the military. Let's quit altogether. The country can't behave. We can't get along. We can't work among parties. We have no bipartisanship. Republicans and Democrats can't get along. American people can't get along. Ugly protests, people fighting, people on Facebook going back and forth, bashing each other, calling each other names. Yes, everybody should be heard. Everybody has a point of view. Everybody has a stance. But there are traditional values that we cannot throw away.